This week is so crazy that I don't even really know how to start this video. But if you're a music fan or a wrestling fan, then you know what has happened. First, Tuesday, Ozzy Osbourne died. And then now, earlier this morning, or earlier today, as I'm recording this, Hulk Hogan died. And it just makes you think, what is going on in this world now? Wrestlers barely even make it to 70. And I guess Hogan clocked out at 71. It's just weird. It's like, are we living in an alternate timeline or what? But anyways, I'm just going to talk about Hogan's career. Now, he started as a bad guy in the late 70s, and fast forward a few years, and then you get the rise of Hulkamania in 1983. And then early 1984 when he beat Iron Sheik to capture his first world title. And what he did in 85, WrestleMania, and of course the Rock and Wrestling Connection, you know, he's part of the reason why wrestling is the way it is today. Because of him, Cyndi Lauper, and Mr. T. Without them, I wouldn't record this video right now. I wasn't wanting to record it, but I figured I might as well. I kind of have to. It's on my mind now, so might as well record a video. And then he was basically on top till 1990, where he lost the world title to the Ultimate Warrior. He was going to be the man of the 90s, you know, and wrestling. And then he later on left WWE, went to WCW, and created probably the most iconic wrestling faction besides DX. And then he had a brief spell in TNA. Well, of course, he returned to WWE and got one of the biggest pops of all time. And then he went to TNA. During his career, he won 6 WWE championships, 5 World Heavyweight titles, I think, and then 1 tag team title of Edge. So yeah, he was at the top, and he's still going to be at the top. If I made my own Rushmore, he would be on there, along with Undertaker, John Cena, and Stone Cold. Now people, they're going to have different opinions, but honestly, that's how I do it, because they are the kings of their era. Of course, Hogan for the golden era, and then Taker. Well, he wasn't for a specific era, but he was the overlooming presence from 90 to 2020. And then, of course, you had John Cena for the PG era and Ruthless Aggression era. And then Stone Cold for the Attitude era. But it's just one of those things where it's just unbelievable. Like, I'm just thinking, you know, what if it's a hoax? What if, you know, he just starts hulking up and gets out of it and then points at death and says, "That's not gonna work for me, brother." Even seeing in the comments section of the Great One's community post, somebody said that. Like, that is so cool. And it's basically honoring, his legacy. And when wrestlers die, I sometimes I think, they continue wrestling, you know. That'd just be so cool. Him and Andre going at it. Him and Iron Sheik. Him and Warrior. Oh my god. It's just so saddening. Yet so cool to think that maybe, even when he's dead, he's still doing wrestling. And it's like, it's unbelievable, like I said, living in an alternate universe. But things happened. Yeah. I guess he didn't outlast I guess he got pinned for the 3 count. But, yeah. I wish the best for his family and his friends. And expect a big tribute tomorrow night. They have to do that. They have to drop everything for him because he was such a vital part in making wrestling what it is. And you probably have no wrestling without Hulk Hogan. Wrestling fans alike need to just honor his legacy, go back and watch some older matches of him, At the end of the day, it's wrestling, it's entertainment. He put on a show for everybody. At the end of the day, he's just a human. And he did what he loved. And we watched him doing what he loved. So, just honor that as a fan of wrestling and as a fan of Hulk Hogan. And remember, what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan and all of his Hulkamaniacs run wild on you, brother?